Welcome back, Lego enthusiasts, to Heart of a Kid Productions. We're actually going to just be going over something that I started making with my 3-year-old, just a little mock, and kind of show you guys how to utilize some pieces that we usually don't utilize for anything else. So let's get started. Hey guys, welcome back. I'm actually going over some stuff. So me and my 3-year-old, who always comes down to the basement with me to play with Legos, to kind of take time away from mom so she can do what she needs to do while I'm entertaining the baby. So actually, what we're going to be going over today is actually some pieces that I'm sure 99% of you guys who collect Lego minifigures or anything like that have. So if you guys look, I've got a ton of these, and I'm sure you guys do too. So let's go ahead and fix that a little bit. But anyways, these are the minifigure plates, right? So if you look, these are literally the minifigure plates. So I've got tons of them because I collect minifigures. So what do I have? I have a huge stack of minifigure plates. So what do you guys do with these? If you watched some of my previous video, I actually included some of this as my bumper car floor because I didn't have a ton of tiles to make it completely flat, but I also utilized the ones that had the little bat symbol right here, given it was a Batman bumper car ride. So I was like, okay, I would utilize it for that. So my son today was pulling out a bunch of these out of our bin, and obviously we have a ton of them. So I was like, oh man, he was like, make stairs, Dad, make stairs. And I was like, huh, what can I do to make stairs? So I was like, all right, given I had made stairs before with these plates, and then obviously you can just stack them like that. I'll get you guys a better view here in a second. But anyways, yep. So if you wanted one by one by one, easy enough to make just a little walkway, like little stairs. Look at that. So it's little steps, and it could just be for whatever. But at the end of the day, this is kind of too short if I wanted it to be kind of a higher stair. So what I did is I take two of these, stack them together. So if you notice, I got two stacked together. Making sure you guys can see that. So there's two stacked together. So I take those and then I make two and then two and so on and so on and so on. So what I do is I take two, two, two. So instead of stacking one on one, I'll make a stack of 2 on 2. And it's not that much bigger. So, a little minifigure could still step up there. It's a nice little good space, not too big because you don't want to go more than 2 because then it'd be too high for a minifigure. But I was like, oh, this will be perfect. So I did this, and like I said, we've got a ton of these. So let's go ahead and move these aside. And then, as you guys can see, I made these little stairs right here. So pretty cool. But what I did today is, on a white base plate, we were just like, okay, we're gonna pull it out, and look what we made. You guys can see this, and instead of not utilizing these pieces for whatever, and they just pile up unless you're using them for the minifigures to stand on, I don't use them for that. I actually have all my minifigures in like a little bin. Obviously, this is black, so it does get dusty pretty easily. So there we go. So, but what we did was, if you notice, I made little stairs that come up, and this actually I made second. I actually made this piece first. But if you actually notice, I made some steps that come up here on both sides, and then it connects to the same pieces. So you have that right there, the little walkway, and then it goes up to this overlook that I ended up creating after making this area. So I'm gonna get up so you guys can see this a little better. I ended up putting windows around the entire thing, some support beams, so that's actually pretty cool. And then some rails at the top here, because obviously this is a stairs that's gonna come up to this area. So let's go ahead and try to use this camera so you guys can get a better view. So if you look, as you can see, this is the stairs that leads up, right? And then it comes up to here to this little overlook at the top. Obviously, if I'm making a second floor or something, I'll probably wrap it around or whatever. And this will just be a stairwell that has this little overlook. So what we did right here is, if you look, we actually made this first. We made a little stairwell. And if you look here, we'll go ahead and zoom out right there. So you can see that the stairwell actually comes up and then comes up to here and then conjoins to this top area, which comes up to this floor right here. So if I'm making a second floor, it'll come around this side and then come over here or whatever. So as you can see, like with all these pieces, all these little minifigure stands, I've made multiple areas where it literally has a little stair walkway. And this is all thanks to my little baby going like, Dad, make some stairs. And I was like, all right, I'll just make some stairs, you know, and figure out what I'm gonna do. Obviously this is all in black because obviously the stairs are in black. Now you can change it whatever color. Obviously these minifigure pieces are gonna be black, so the stairs would be black. But in regards to, you know, what you're actually going to get at the end of the day. And I wanted to add a little color, so what I did was add some nice little light blue windows. So as you're going up the stairs right here and then turning up, there's actually see-through windows all the way up till you get to the second floor. So as you can see, and then there's windows in the back. Obviously, if you're walking up these stairs, you're gonna see the people walking and then coming up here and they're walking over here. And then of course, there'll be a more walkway because this is a second floor. Now, I don't know what this is gonna turn into. I don't know if I'm gonna make something amazing out of this, or this was just, today I really wasn't feeling creative, which was kind of funny because I was actually just down there. My wife needed to get ready for some of her clients because she does hair. So she was getting ready for work, and I was just like, okay, well, I'll take the baby downstairs, you know, we'll go play with Legos, we'll go play with the stunt set. And then next thing you know, he's like, make some stairs. So I was like, okay. So like I said, I made these first stairs that led into here, and then I ended up moving this. So let's go ahead and just here, move this out of the way so you guys can get a better visual. So this, I'll just leave this right here because this is already built, all set up, the stairs. But if you notice, actually you can just move this out of the way too, just so you guys don't have to see that. And I can put it back where it is, but you know, I'll just leave that one piece. But as you can see, I literally made this little walkway that leads right up to here and then comes up to this area and walkway. So now you have a really good view, and it's really cool. I mean, it is just, you know, it only took probably about me, maybe an hour of messing around with things and like looking. But I mean, if you guys look at that, it's just, it's amazing. Just being creative and thinking about something and then having my son just say, hey, you know, make some stairs. And like I said, I wasn't being really super creative this morning, and I was just like, okay, you know, I'll make some stairs, I'll do something. And next thing you know, I have this nice little area with nice windows that lead up to a second floor just coming around. And I thought it ended up coming out really good. Just really cool. And again, you're utilizing these minifigure steps that, you know, you have a minifigure and he just goes up no problem. So let me see, I can actually take one from my set over here. So I got little penguin from my chessboard. So he comes up and he can just walk up here and go up here, no problem. And what's great is it actually has some studs in the part. So as he's walking upstairs, you can see he's either here, facing this way, you know, he's at the top or whatever. And obviously this part has like rails that I put there for these other steps. And then this piece right here where it doesn't have any studs on this, but they can just stand right there. So that's easy enough. But yeah, really cool. And then he just walks up the stairs, overlooking the little balcony area, and he's on the second floor. So really cool, something simple. And again, me and my son were just playing downstairs for an hour. And like I said, he said, just make some stairs. And next thing you know, I'm building an elaborate little area because my creativity, once it gets sparked, I just kind of go. And if you haven't noticed, two of the other mocks I built, which was a seafood restaurant and another building, which was like kind of like a courthouse or just a little get-together spot. Those ones I literally just thought of an idea, ended up making things, and 3 days later to a week, I had a full building. So this one, like I said, I don't know what it's gonna be, if it's actually going to turn into something, because right now I don't have a lot of parts, and I was gonna put this on a Mills plate now that I actually made something, so I would lift this up and obviously make it solid and then put some tiles on the ground and stuff like that, so it's not just all studs, to make this more colorful, because obviously black is really solid and it's hard to see the details. So unless you have light like right there, you can see a little bit more detail. But just something, you know, again, you take a bin of Legos, especially, and again, with this stuff that, like I said, it's just minifigure stand. Instead of setting them down and not doing anything with them, you know, you can utilize them and make something amazing. So I hope you guys took some inspiration from this. And again, it's me and my kid just enjoying ourselves making stairs, literally making stairs, and then combining them and adding extra pieces to make something look just as beautiful. And for this piece, you literally just connect it, and look at that. Now you got a nice little walkway with minifigure stands that goes up to an overlook that I decided to put on this. So the second floor is kind of overlooking the first floor with other things and maybe offices or stuff that I'll add when I create more of a second floor foundation. But other than that, just wanted to kind of showcase something that me and my 3-year-old kind of got into. And again, sharing these things with my children, it's just amazing because they bring out the creativity in me. And obviously kids are the best because they have such creativity, and me being a big kid, a heart of a kid, just always being like, oh, hey, I'm here playing with my kid. And not only am I'm not in the mood, or I'm just not feeling it right now, but next thing you know, he's building something. He's like, do this, daddy, and then I'm building, and next thing you know, it sparks my creativity, and now we're both having an amazing time with stuff that I enjoy and he enjoys. So at the end of the day, this is something that brings us together, and I'm sure as he grows, just like my older son, that these are memories that you're going to share, they're going to share with their family and their kids. And it's actually going to reminds me of times that I played with my brother, or my sister, or my mom looked at stuff, and I was so excited to show her, like, oh, look what I did. And to them it might not have been great or amazing, but they'd be like, oh, that's really nice, that you're being creative. But for me, someone who's into Lego, and to really be creative on something, and then also to see my kids go, oh my God, daddy, that's so beautiful, and that's how he is. And he's just like, it's so pretty, it's so beautiful, I love it, and then I'm like, and he makes his little truck or little car, and I'm like, oh, it's so beautiful, good job, buddy. And that just sparks his creativity to want to do more and create. And as he gets older, I consider myself a pretty good builder in regards to Lego because I've been doing it for a long time. But at the end of the day, like, for my kids, they're starting so young, and seeing the stuff that I do, and a lot of my stuff is kind of solid, and I kind of want to add more kind of different looks and different things, so it's not just a plain facade. But at the end of the day, it's going to build them looking at my stuff to see, hey, I can do this, I can make this, I can add this. Seeing the Legos that we buy and we build together, especially the modulars and stuff like that, like the Master Builders build, and even like the Speed Champion sets and all that. Like, they're gonna look at that and be like, oh, I want to be able to make that. And I'm like, hey, you got a whole bin of Lego pieces. Just take what you want and make what you want and design something for you that's amazing, And I think they'll really appreciate, and I'll appreciate seeing them grow and build something that is going to boggle my mind as they get older, even the stuff that they do now, and it was so fun to see my son so happy, like telling me my little design was beautiful, like, oh, it's so nice, daddy, and then taking the little mini figures from the stunt set and kind of going up the stairs and walking around, and then having them sit there talking, and that's just something you get to share with your children, or even your friends. If you have kids that are playing with friends and they make something and their friends come over, that's just something that I think is genuine. And that's the thing that we need in this world now, is just to be able to share good times instead of looking a lot of the bad things that are going on in the world. But you know what? We make the world what it is, and it's up to us to instill in our children to appreciate, to love, to share great things and see things as beautiful. And I love that my child, my 3-year-old, sees that. He is too young. He hasn't been warped by the rest of the world. I've traveled in the military for 22 years, and I've seen the goods and the bads in the world. And I rather look at all the goods and take the goods with what I have and share that with my children, so they can grow up and see the best things, and also teach them about life, teach them about not, about appreciating everything, about taking advantage of everything, but not being taken advantage of, because they need to be a strong, independent person, and but be good to other people because you expect them to be good to you. And sadly, not everybody in the world is good, but you learn from the bad, and you learn from the good, and we go towards the good. So at the end of the day, I'm sorry I got off on a rant, but again, I hope you guys like this. This is just a small little token of something that I share with my children. It's just nice to be able to be enthusiastic with my kids and build something and make something that I can look back, and as he gets older, I'm like, hey, you helped me design this. You made me think of this, and
And this is because of you that this set or this design that I ended up making out was fulfilled because you wanted me to push myself that day, you know. So anyways, thanks for your time, guys. Thanks for watching. I know this is just, you know, a little mock that we just started building today. Nothing crazy, nothing that Lego has produced, but again, Lego, what's it do? It provides you with Lego, and you are the master builder. You yourself can build and design anything you want as long as you have the heart of a kid and the mind of a kid. So keep building, do your best, and like I said, you know, we're all Lego enthusiasts here, enjoying our hobby and things that we like. So thanks again for watching. Please subscribe, hit that like button. Let me know what you guys think. I mean, I hope me sharing this with you guys, especially stuff I do with my kids, you know, kind of emphasizes you to kind of step out of your box. If you're one of those people that aren't into that or whatever, you know, hey, take some time to spend time with your son or daughter or whatever, and do something they like, and you'll see that little spark in their eye, and that's what I love. So anyways, thank you guys for joining me again, and I'm sorry I talked a lot, but you know, just get very passionate about Lego, my children, my family, life. But I hope you guys are doing well, and I wish you all the best, and you know, just keep hustling, and you know, build some Lego and enjoy. All right, I'll talk to you all later. Thanks for watching.